the sun comes out, but sometimes before it does, a tree has to come down. Spring is officially here in Kentuckiana, and with that comes the thunder, the lightning, and some kind of storms that make your backyard look more like a lumberyard overnight. So what do you do when Mother Nature decides your oak tree belongs on your roof? Well, joining us today is Angel Taylor from Beaver Tree Service, Southern Indiana's go-to crew, keeping your trees healthy before the storms roll in and getting your property back in order after they do. So great to see ya.
Yeah, you too.
Of course, we have to bring Max in here too, the official mascot of Beaver. But, you know, springtime, I mean, we've already had so much crazy weather happening. So how do we really prepare our backyards for when these storms hit?
Well, the best thing to do is really to get a certified arborist out there and take a look at your trees, because even if a tree looks good, doesn't mean that it is. You know, structurally, the tree can have problems. And when a tree has problems and is dying, it actually sends out new shoots. So you may think my tree's got more leaves on it and it's doing fine, but sometimes those leaves can weigh down a structural defect that we can't actually see. You know, just as a regular homeowner, we don't realize that it has a structural defect, that those leaves can actually weigh down and make them more susceptible to failure than before.
And when you think of tree service, you think of just chopping down those trees, but all of your people that work there are certified arborists.
Correct.
I haven't heard that before.
Yes, I've got 5 of them. I'm one myself, and 2 master arborists. I think we're the only one that has all of that going on in this area.
Yeah, that is so cool. So you can go out ahead of the storm, but when those storms hit, maybe a tree has just fallen on a fence, maybe even your roof or your garage. You know, what's the first thing that people should do after that tree falls down?
Well, the first thing they want to do is contact their insurance company, and then they want to contact a tree service. As the law states, basically, that if the tree fails and let's say it's sitting on your neighbor's property and it fails onto your property, that technically what's on your side of the fence is yours and what's on their side of the fence is theirs. So a lot of people think, well, it's my neighbor's tree, they're responsible for that. There can be a little bit of a gray area there, though, because if the tree had some issues, it was in decline, or it was a dead tree, then at that point there could be some legal action, or it could be something different. But typically what's on your side of the fence is yours and what's on theirs is theirs.
I'm sure a big, red flags comes up when that happens is the responsibility aspect of things, and of course the insurance. So you work very closely with the insurance to kind of get that resolved. Is that right?
Well, yes, but what they need to do is be very careful, because just as anything, if they don't get approval from the insurance company, they could be left with a hefty bill. And if the estimate doesn't looks too high, it might be. So make sure you're getting more than one estimate, and that you're not, because you could be left with the rest. See, the insurance company could leave you with what they're not going to pay for, and that could be thousands of dollars that you could be responsible for.
Right. I mean, everything is so expensive nowadays, so then to have a hefty bill on top of that, that would just ruin everything. But aside from, the mishaps that can happen during the springtime, maybe you just want a tree that's been in your backyard just removed. Maybe it's just time. So how do people kind of go about that?
Well, they have to give us a call, and then we will come out and do a free estimate, and we do a very thorough estimate as well. And just because everybody that does the estimates is a certified arborist as well, they basically get a 2-for-1. I get a free estimate and they can look at my tree for the health of the tree. So, and then they would, we would go ahead and send them an estimate, and if they decide to do it, then we'll get them on our schedule. As soon as we can.
Yeah, and since you are a certified arborist, you don't just want to chop down every single tree.
Right.
You really want to preserve and maintain the trees too.
Right, and our first priority is to try to preserve and take care of the tree first. But sometimes there isn't an option for that. And there are ways to mitigate risk on these trees as well, besides just cutting them down. There are pruning techniques that you can use, cabling techniques, bracing techniques. There's just all kinds of other options other than removal, but sometimes that is the only option.
So if people are interested in getting that free consultation before all these crazy storms hit once again, how can people do that?
They can give us a call at 812-923-3499 or go on our website at eagerbeaver.pro.
All right, easy peasy, just like that.
That's it. It's that easy.
All right, well, thank you so much for stopping by today, getting us into the spring spirit over here. So again, to learn more, to get that consultation started, just head over to their website, eagerbeaver.pro.